Come on, Gizzy. Come on, Gizmo. Hi, guys. In this video, I wanted to talk about winter. And I wanted to put some things into perspective. And I also wanted to talk about a few things that maybe you guys didn't know. So you'll learn something in this video. I wanted to talk about why I hate winter with a passion. I do not like winter. I do not like snow. I do not like cold. And I'm going to talk about why I don't like it. We were supposed to get 7 inches last night. My landlord came late last night with a helper, and they got the blade put on the truck. The truck's ready to go. But we didn't get the 7 inches, we only got about 3. And the road, it melted on the road quite fast because the ground is still warm. So I didn't have to run the blade today, which is fine with me. You guys have heard me talk about when winter comes, and if I have plans for, say, next year, the following year, I will say, if I survive winter, that is. There's a reason why I say that. Come on, Gizzy. You guys probably don't know this. For those of you that live in a warm state and you don't ever get snow like this, or ever get snow at all, that men and women are more apt to have a heart attack in winter, mostly the month of January, than any other time of the year. You're more apt to die in the winter time living in the north than you would at any other time of the year. I bet you didn't know that. Heart attacks happen more in the month of January than any other time of the year. You know what does it? Strenuous outdoor activities that gets your heart rate up. Your blood is thicker in the winter time, so if you even have just a minute blockage, you can have a heart attack. And the number one cause of it, still to this day, is snow shoveling. Heavy snow shoveling will give you a heart attack in the wintertime quicker than any other activity throughout the rest of the year. It's why I don't do it anymore, because I would get chest pains whenever I would shovel snow. Now I just move my vehicle and I come in with the truck with the plow blade and I push it out of the way. I don't shovel it at all. Your lifespan will be shorter, and this is a fact. You will be more apt to die younger living in the north where you have winter than if you lived in a southern climate. That is a fact. That is absolutely true. You're more apt to die younger living where I do than if you lived in Florida. There's lots of reasons, you guys, why I hate winter. Lots of reasons. Like right now, I don't have gloves on, and my hands are cold already, and I just left the house, but I got numbness in my hands really bad, so winter makes it much, much worse. I have to have my ears covered at all times in the winter because I get such pain in my ears when I get back to the house if I don't have them covered to where it's just unbearable. Absolutely unbearable. Winter causes lots of issues. Lots of issues. And unless you live in a state, in a snow state like I do, and have gone through an entire winter, you have no idea the type of misery it can cause. People look at snow in my videos and they see the snow on the ground or the snow clinging to the trees, because we had blowing lake effect snow last night, and that's why all the trees look white. And they say, you know, that looks so pretty. Well, you guys, I cannot see beauty in just white. White is not a color. White is a shade. I've talked about this before in the art community, that when you go to college for art, the instructors teach this in college, that art, white and black are shades. They're not colors. That's why you had a black and white TV before color came out. So winter takes away all the color. Come on, Gizmo. Takes away all the color. The beautiful leaves, the plants, the flowers, it all dies off. Winter destroys everything. It will literally destroy everything. Even the animals will hibernate because it's so hard to survive in winter. They will stock up their food and they will hibernate. Bears hibernate, squirrels hibernate, rabbits will build dens and hunker down, and very few animals stay out in the weather. Deer will stay out year round, but then there's what's called the winter kill because they starve to death. Only the strongest of deer survive, and winter will kill off the weak ones that can't make it. So winter is very cruel in more ways than one. It chases all the life away. It makes the people go south because they want to get away from winter. Everything goes away. The leaves go away, the flowers go away, the warm weather, the sunshine. In the wintertime, this is what our skies look like every frickin' day. Day in and day out. Every day. You're lucky if you get one full day of sunshine. This is what the skies look like all the time. Black, gray, melancholy, and gloomy. Try that shit for 5 months. Makes people that suffer with depression become on the verge of killing themselves. It's a horrible time of year. Freezing freaking cold. Makes it miserable to be outside unless you bundle up. Not to mention the damage it causes. Frozen pipes that can cause thousands of dollars of damage in a building or in your home. My house has heat tape on the pipes. It's wrapped with a flat tape that gets plugged in, and then it keeps the pipes at a certain temperature all throughout the winter. Otherwise my pipes would freeze and rupture and all the water would go underneath the house. So it can cause thousands of dollars in damage if your pipes rupture inside your house. That's why even people that aren't here for the winter leave the heat on in their place at a low temperature of like 55, 60 degrees, just so the pipes in their structure that they left don't freeze. Otherwise they'd come back to a mess. And then you got something on your roof that is called an ice dam. A lot of people that live down south don't even know about this phenomenon. You get an ice dam. This has happened on my house. You get an ice dam on your roof. The heat coming through the roof melts the ice underneath. It creates water back up and it goes through your roof and it causes your roof to leak. It causes interior damage to the drywall of your rooms. All kinds of stuff, you guys. It can cause a ceiling to collapse. So in the wintertime, you got to get up there on a ladder and you got to clean the crap off and you got to chip the ice off the edge of your roof. It's called an ice dam. Not to mention the destruction it does to vehicles, how it rots them out because we live in the Rust Belt. So you go through vehicles far more often than other people that live in warm climates. Rust will destroy a vehicle and eat it from the outside in, and it will literally put huge holes in your vehicle. And then you got to winterize your vehicle, which is another added cost. You have to buy snow tires. And people get stuck all the time. People get killed in automobile accidents because of slippery conditions. And then you got idiots that come here from the south during our winter time and they try to drive on our roads and they have no clue how to drive in snow. Maybe they've driven in an inch. Maybe they've driven in 2 inches. But they can't handle the kind of winters we get, where it gets feet deep, not inches, but feet deep. I've had drifts before, right here at my shed. I've had drifts before where it went from the ground all the way up to here past the padlock. We're talking 5 feet deep. Yeah, it's miserable, you guys. All kinds of things, accidents. You know, in the wintertime, I cancel more doctor's appointments in the wintertime than I do any other time of the year, which also is a huge problem. I never have to do that in the summertime, but in the winter I have to cancel because sometimes the driving can get so dangerous and treacherous to where it's just not worth risking my life to go to the doctors. Having the windshield wipers frozen to the windows. A lot of people put their wipers out, but on my van, they're not made that way. The wipers will literally freeze right to the glass. But right now, it's too mild. But every day you want to go somewhere living here in the north, you got to brush your vehicle off. So if you're in a hurry, you got to leave early because you got to take time to clean your vehicle off. You can't go anywhere and turn on your windshield wipers to knock all this off. That's all frozen underneath. It's all ice right there. It's all icing up. So this is why I don't do a lot of driving in the winter time, you guys, because I don't want my rocker panels to get all rotted out. I don't want the wheel wells all rotted out. So a lot of times I'll just come out, start up the van, warm it up, let it sit here for about 15 minutes, then I'll move it out, turn it around, pull it in, and then turn it off. I bring it up to temperature and that's it. I try to stay off the roads because out there, your vehicles will get rotted to hell. There's absolutely nothing good about winter. And if you wonder why I wear sunglasses in the winter time when there's no sun out, because there's a phenomenon called snow blindness. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. Just like the song Snow Blind. Well, it's a real thing because the snow on the ground is so damn bright that it can literally cause snow blindness, and I've had it before. It's not fun. I get snow blind if I just go out walking Gizmo and come back in the house. If I don't have sunglasses on, when I get back into the house, I see nothing but a bunch of black halos. Black spots to where I can only see parts of the inside of my house, and parts of it are nothing but black, almost like having glaucoma. And I have mild glaucoma, but it's not bad enough to cause that problem. It's done by the snow blindness. So I wear sunglasses even when there's no sunshine. And I like sunshine. I like to camp when it's warm. I like warm weather, and that's why I don't camp in the winter time, because there's nowhere I can go camping to plug this thing in so I can run my heater. I can only do that at home and then stay in the van because I got my electric heat. But there's nowhere out there I can do that because the campgrounds close here in the winter. So there's no camping to be done. And besides, I'd be super cold camping in the snow versus camping in the summer. I like to be warm. There's all kinds of problems and misery, you guys, it causes. If you've never been truly stuck so bad to where you have to call AAA to pull you out, if you've ever slid off the road and gone into a ditch and had to leave your car behind, if you've had to cancel appointments because the weather was so bad you just weren't going to be able to get there safely, you couldn't catch a flight because flights were canceled, the airport was closed. If you've never gone through a true northeast winter to realize just how damn deep the snow gets, how bad blizzards can be, how bad lake effect snow can affect your life for 6 months out of the year, you have no idea what true winter is like. Until you've gone through many winters like I have, lived in a state where the snow gets deeper than hell, pretty much the deepest it's ever been in the country, outside of mountainous states, it's bad. So yeah, when people tell me that they like winter and they like the snow because it's pretty, I just go right over those comments, you guys, because to me, it's people that don't know what they're talking about. They really don't know what they're talking about. I think that these people just don't really know what true winter is like and the misery it brings. The illness, the heart attacks, the rusted vehicles, the slippery conditions, how many people it kills. It kills off animals. It's just a destructive, shitty, cold, ugly, miserable frickin' season. And so long as I live, I will never, ever like winter. I've tried to do things in the snow that would be considered fun, but I got so cold and so numb, and then came down with the flu to where it's like, no, that wasn't fun at all, because now I was sick for like a week and a half, throwing up. So no, it's not a fun season. It breeds illness. It causes all kinds of problems. There's nothing great about it. It can ruin your house. It can ruin your vehicle. It can ruin your life. You know, it's a dangerous time of year, and it's nothing to screw around with. Ask a homeless person that lives on the street what they think of winter. If you think winter is cool, go ask a homeless person that lives outside what they think of winter. If you probably asked them the question, they'd probably punch you in your face. Because that's a lot of times what I feel like doing when someone asks me that stupid question. They're like, do you like winter? Do you want to lose your teeth? No, I don't like winter, and I never will. And I have damn good reason for it, because I'm a seasoned winter experiencer. I've gone through 50 of them, and to this day, it never gets better. It only gets worse. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.